Happy Monday to each and every one of you all, and welcome to a brand new week, and obviously to beautiful Barbados. Greetings to each and every one of you from our co-star, capital C-O-S-T-A-R, and myself, the 𝗃𝗵𝗶𝗀𝗲, of course. Don't mind what you will see other people talk about here. Some people just like talk a lot of nonsense and get some attention, so I can see who comes on this morning and contradicts what I just said. Remember, they are attention-seeking people. They are known as the haters. So here we go, people. We're at the beautiful historic Oistins town. We're not do too much history today. We're gonna just walk around and do a little breezing and have a little look at the sunrise, etc., and show you some of the beautiful Oistins town at this time of morning. Very different from the night time that you're probably familiar with, or even the evening time when you come to get fish from here. A beautiful morning. Just give you a quick look around here. Then we're gonna come back around and see our Serenity prayer. We have on the microphone this morning. Hopefully we don't get any problems. We brought our new gimbal this morning because our other one seems to have been in the dust yesterday. I have to look and see if there's something I can do about it, but we're with the new one this morning, so hopefully all will be smooth, hopefully there'll be no crackling, etc. Good morning to each and every one of you all. Don't worry, we can get up top and show you everything in a minute. Have a look at that beautiful full moon that's on the other side as well. Obviously I'm up here with the co-star, having a wonderful time. Had a little time standing up and watching the romantic sun rising, and also then turn the other way and watch the romantic moon. So good morning to each and every one of you again. We're about to say our Serenity prayer. This prayer is known to bring peace, calmness, direction, and comfort. Hopefully you will understand it. If you say it and you don't quite understand it, you don't get the relief from it, just say it a few times and understand what it truly says. All it really says is that we're only responsible for our own behaviors and our own mindsets. The rest of them we will over to God, or at least I will over to God, and hopefully you will them over to God or whoever light you're following. So good morning to you again. We're going to say our Serenity prayer, then we're going to start explaining to you where we are. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Absolutely stunning. When I tell you, some people get brave. This morning I was telling the co-star, who was obviously Jeannette, come and join me out on this area, and we were walking around a little skinny platform area here. And she said, I am not going out there, but look at where she is right now. Guess where she's found herself? Right out on this skinny little platform area. Good morning to you. How are you this morning? You want to say hi to the family?
Hello.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah. It's early still, huh?
It's
Nice
early.
and cool.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I wonder why. Anyhow, we'll get back to all that information as to why she's tired shortly, and other people who are on here who are obviously tired as well. Not going to call any names right now, but we may do it later on, although we like anonymity. We're going to keep that quiet. Have a look at that golden sunrise. So this is not just stunning this morning. Beautiful morning. There's a lot of history on this town here. However, the most important thing was the treaty signed in the Mermaid Tavern. That was to end the blockade that was going on here in Barbados. At one time, they had a blockade that was formed from October 1651 until January 1652, when that treaty was signed. The blockade was because Lord Willoughby, who was in power at that time, and some loyalists wanted their freedom for taxation, also to trade with some of the Dutch Antilles and stuff. And obviously England didn't want that. There was big civil wars. They actually say that Barbados was one of the theatres of one of the intense civil wars. And that was actually naval battles that were fought offshore, where the loyalists for the king decided he wanted to come onto the land and dictate what's happening in Barbados. However, after they could not get here, they decided to starve the island by forming a blockade off of Oistins, to stop any food or any supplies from getting to the island. It sort of was like a stalemate, and then decided that they would sign the treaty which gave Barbadians, at that time Lord Willoughby and his loyalists, the authority to run taxation and also to do some trading with the rest of the Dutch Antilles and the other Caribbean islands. There is something that's been put up here recently. Some of you may know what this is. I had a look at it this morning and read it to make sure of what it was. I'm going to scan from top to bottom. You can always come back and have a look and see what it says later on. Basically what it does, it measures the water levels, etc., high and low tides. It's sort of like to give us a tsunami warning. We haven't seen any tsunamis, but you know, we are always making sure that we prepare for the worst. So if anything does happen, we will know what to do and we will be prepared for it. You can always scan this later on if you would like. You can go online there at our government website and have a look and see what that is as well. Look at what's forming over here in the distance. Is that not stunning? Right now you're seeing the sun coming out over the police station, Oistins police station. That is the general area we're looking at right now. The mile trees that you're seeing are casuarina trees, just slightly to the right of center. That is Miami Beach facing us. That's the white sand that's facing us to the west of the lifeguard tower. That's called Miami Beach. Some people call it the Coast Guard Beach. But it is referred to now on the maps as Miami Beach. And then above that is Enterprise Beach. Please do not be confused. They're two different beaches. Do not go on the above side and the east side and say you're on Miami Beach, because you're not. You're on Enterprise Beach. That beach was actually formed due to the jetty that you're seeing out there with the lifeguard hat on it. That was dropped to have a Coast Guard station just to the west of the jetty. However, because of the strong building of sands, even to the west side where they thought there would be no sand, they had to relocate themselves down into Bridgetown. The above side has formed. That was all sea right up to the cliffs. We'll talk about that another time when we get there. Just want to let you have a chance to take in this sunrise. I'm going to give you 20 seconds here right now. Please take this opportunity, take this silence and enjoy it, because I don't know how much silence you will get from here on. There we go. Alright, we move on a little more. We'll come back because the sun starts to come up a little further on, but we want to go a little further down so we can actually give you our first circle of love. Hopefully the co-star will keep quiet this time. She has been, as you all will know, the evidence is up there on YouTube and Facebook. She does not let me have a peaceful circle of love, but we're going to try it again this morning. So before I do that though, I want to introduce ourselves. This is our co-star, of course, as you all know, is fiance with a double E, and I of course am the handsome, most amazing and incredible Bajan warrior, and we're going to bring you a little bit of Barbados this morning. I'm so glad you're feeling a little bit tired this morning. She's so quiet. Normally she's out here harassing me and talking a lot of nonsense in the background. I'm sure it will happen soon. It's not true. Even you're not true, it's too quiet this morning.
I don't even harass you. Everybody knows you lie.
Oh, everybody knows I lie? Okay, well. Alright, we're not stay on her too long, so let me turn on this camera right now and carry on to something else. We're going to take a 360. We're going to start with the sunrise. We're going to end back with the sunrise. This will be hopefully a circle of love. So let me put my arms around her a minute so I can turn this circle of love with her. Here we go. Alright, so we decided we're going to give you a little time to view this again, because this is absolutely stunning this morning. We have rays that are coming up, as you can see quite clearly there. The promises of a new day, another day to become better versions of who we are. Remember, we're only striving to be the best that we can be. We can only do the best that we can. Any mistakes, any faults, anything that we do wrong today, we can always ask forgiveness tonight. And as we know already, we will be forgiven. So remember, if we can be forgiven by a force and a person much mightier than ourselves, obviously I'm talking about God in this case here, you can forgive yourself. If He can forgive you for everything, you can forgive yourself. Remember, if you can't forgive yourself, you can't be happy. If you can't love yourself, you can't love anyone else. It is just an extension of how we are, is what we can project towards other people. So it's important that we not live any negatives of life, that we always feel them, of course. If not, we would never be able to appreciate the positives. But remember, we live in positives. We can visit the others, but only visit them, not live within them. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful morning. As you can see, co-star busy taking pictures all the time, as she always does. The beauty of Barbados through her eyes. She is seeing visions that I used to see and a lot of people didn't see. She's actually seeing them now because she's become attached to the beauty and the serenity that surrounds us. And as you can see, she's very serious about what she does. This morning she looks a little more serious. I'm not raising my voice for any reason, but for any people on board here that were last night at the Chill and Grill Bar, you will know why I am raising my voice at you all. I just want to talk a little bit there. Let's amplify it slightly. For those that joined us last night, thank you so very much. You know, not only the ones that joined us in person, but the ones that actually joined us as well on virtual. You know, it's really a blessing to be able to hang around people that truly love each other, that truly only want peace and happiness and joy and kindness, and only extend that to everyone around them. That's what was happening last night. You were seeing in the vlogs. You know, we are officially having a mobile office. As you would know, that was Jeanette's brilliant idea, and it's great. We're spreading not only the knowledge of Barbados around, but we're also spreading the EMC love all around the island to people that cannot make different locations. So stay tuned for next week. We have something thrilling coming for you. Again, that will be my co-star's decision. She's the one who decides which bars we're going to and stuff. You know, so it's a brand new perspective, brand new feeling, brand new idea. And the response has been overwhelming. Thank you to everyone that supports what we're doing and that continues to encourage the journey that we're on. Looking into Oistins now, you probably come to Oistins and have fish here and enjoy yourself at a night time and never know there's a beautiful beach behind. This beach sometimes has some sargassum and stuff, like anywhere else, but it is a beautiful beach. And they actually do rent, well, she says, besides the west coast. But we already know that the trawler captains are bringing the sargassum around. They're employed by the people on the west to bring sargassum to the east of Barbados, to float the weed down onto the south coast, because as everyone knows, the south coast is the most stunning coast in the world, and therefore they drop sargassum to send the people down to the west. If there was no sargassum in the south coast would be overwhelmed with people that want to stay there, but the west have their own moves to that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful area. If you want to see turtles as well, the fishermen up here feed the turtles. You can actually swim with the turtles up here. There are a couple of guys that have snorkeling equipment and stuff that will take you in the water and let you swim with the turtles and feed them around you. So if you are interested, you can always come up here. You can see there are steps that go right down into the water. And as I said before, there are some guys that will do some snorkeling from here. But usually up here in the afternoon, evening time, well, morning time too, but mainly afternoon, evening time, you'll see loads of turtles out here. Also because of the sun angle as well, you can actually see into the water better than you can see into it right now. A little bit of sand and stuff in the water at the moment. Visibility here is usually very, very good majority of the year. However, there's some sand being stirred up because there is a swell that's running right now. You would have seen this morning our preamble. We were warning folks, we put up the warning there for everyone about the incoming swells they're expecting. If you are on the south, the southeast, the east, or the north side today, please exercise caution. You can see a little ground swell coming in here right now. You can see there definitely is a swell moving. This is bigger than yesterday, so surfers, you all know what to do. Call in sick. Make out your excuses. Call and cough to your boss. If you want to spend some time in the water today, do not do what I'm telling you by faking or shirking from work. Call in and say you would like the day off. Please deduct it from your holidays. I never did that, but I'm learning from, give you all some advice from practices that I did not do, that I've learned after. Just enjoy yourselves today. Be careful again. Surfers, you already know, you all know what you're doing, but you know a lot of knowledgeable surfers have failed at what they have known, and run themselves a lot of problems. So please, exercise caution out there if you don't want any incidences. Swimmers and people who are visiting the island, please exercise caution. We don't want any problems. This is not the kind of seas that you want to go in and fool around in if you are not knowledgeable of what you're doing. Oistins again, all these kiosks, this is where you will find nighttime activities, where you can get all your fish and everything else that goes in. Anything you want really in Oistins you can get, not only fish. I remember when they first reclaimed this land, all of this town, all of this fishing town sits on reclaimed land. They dropped these large armoured stones all in the outside section, put in landfill on the inner section so that they could create this fishing market area. I remember when they first built this here. I don't know how many of you have been visiting Barbados in many years, but they had little shuttle shops all located on that section there where there are those lovely kiosks now. Had a beautiful tropical atmosphere. I remember when they first did the beer garden, I was really disturbed because it took away the cultural feel of it. However, it has managed to maintain that cultural feel, and beautiful, beautiful entertainment can be found here, as you all know. Two jetties here. The one we're walking on is the one the fishermen would use to scout their ice or bring their catches on. That is this one here. It's all concrete slab right out, built to withstand the sea conditions that come in here, which can get extremely rough on occasions. And then the lower one, which is like for the fuels, etc. That is a fuel jetty. That's where the guys will all fuel up their boats and stuff. Typical fish market. Do not think we're going to be going in somewhere that you're going to see roses and orchids and stuff hanging down. We're in a fish market, so you're going to see what a fish market looks like. This is the general thing. It's nothing happening on the inside at the moment. All catches are really going to happen later on this afternoon. However, out here will be a hive of activity from this afternoon when the boats go out and bring in their catches. This area here is sort of like off limits pretty much to most people. They really don't have a big problem if you do come down through here, but please remember that you're not really supposed to be out here in your big numbers, so don't come out here with 40 people and run about on a jetty and jump off a jetty and stuff, because you will definitely create a problem for those of us that conduct ourselves in a good manner. Beautiful, beautiful area. Just above here, immediately above here, 𝗃𝗍𝗄𝗏 bar. Any of you that come here enjoy the oldie goldies and stuff, that's 𝗃𝗍𝗄𝗏 bar up there. And then we have all the fish vendors location here. Oistins Fishing Town, I would say, to me, is more popular than Bridgetown Fish Market, although Bridgetown Fish Market is obviously the main one. This is, I would have to say, is as busy as Bridgetown Fish Market for sure. A lot of people come here and get their catches in the afternoon, or they just come here and they order their fish and steaks and stuff and just watch them deboning or deskinning and then deboning the fish. That is an activity that's very, very popular to enjoy. As you can see, immaculately kept. Very, very clean out here in this area. Now this, we'll talk a little bit more about the 𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗏. She's the one who I see was Dot. She was Doots. She used to be the lady that used to be one of the vendors down here, main ladies down here. However, besides the recognition of her, there's also other recognition here for other vendors that were in the area. So I'll put this on pause for a second, let you read out what's going on here, and then we will move again. Really a beautiful morning. I mean, the conditions today absolutely perfect. Just beautiful sunrise. We had some overnight rain, which was like blessings, because obviously the plants and stuff needing some water right now. So we had just enough last night, I would think, to make them happy right now. Beautiful, beautiful night. A little bit cooler, lovely conditions right now. Of course, I'm walking bareback. I am the bareback tour guide, just like my brother Ted is the barefoot tour guide. I'm the bareback tour guide, and he gave me that name, by the way. Just saying. Again, not only can you get fish up here, you can also get all your fruit and veggies and ground provisions. All these stalls here will be filled with them later on. It's sort of like a one-stop shop. If you are lazy like my sister from the east, I'm not going to call your names party animal this morning, Jacqueline. Don't want anybody to know who you are when I say lazy sister from the east. You will come here and use all the fast food restaurants. You can ask Jackie where any restaurant is in Barbados. She'll tell you 𝗃𝗃𝗏𝗏, definitely one of Jackie's favorites. Then we have Kentucky as well in this area. We also have Granny's. We have all different types of restaurants in this area that you could possibly want. You want to do a little one-arm bandits, pull in as well, just over there. If you want to pawn off your jewelry to go and play your one-arm bandits, you can do so cash-wise. If you run out of money, or if you made a bet against me, because I am an Olympian blackjack player. Everyone knows I'm certified in gambling as well. Actually, all activities, everything you can imagine, I am certified in. Therefore, if you ever come and gamble against me, you will probably have to bring all your jewelry and sell it. I do not take jewelry, so I only take cash. So if you have it, sell it and come back and let's go again. Where 𝗃𝗃𝗏𝗏's located used to be Hills Supermarket. One of the biggest supermarkets in Barbados is located here. That was many, many years ago, of course. 𝗃𝗃𝗏𝗏 being our, I would have to say, like our McDonald's or Tim Hortons. I'd say that because there are that many outlets here. I can't even remember how many there are, like 16 or something. I lost count, and I have other ones on the way as well. But 𝗃𝗃𝗏𝗏 definitely roasted chicken versus the fried chicken of Kentucky. 𝗃𝗃𝗏𝗏 offers all types of stuff, burgers, ice creams, everything else as well. Similar to Kentucky, but they have a much wider range. Their rotis, extremely popular. All right, over on our left here is the boat, what we call our boatyard area. So everything is conducted, and also the ice factory as well. This is where all of the repairs and general maintenance is conducted on the boats. You'll find lots and lots of boats here in the hurricane season time, getting all the repairs done. Morning, Ryan. How are you going? Good, buddy. All right, my brother. All right, so in this area here, you'll find all of the repairs being done. Original style boat in Barbados was a boat that had wooden planks on the side, and it needed corking and sealing and then painting. This is one of the traditional style fishing boats. So as you can see, much bigger than what the original ones were. Carries the fiberglass top as well. They would go out for long hauling. They would have ice boat facilities on here. They would go out for many days at sea. You will remember in an earlier vlog, one of my brothers, 𝗵𝗽𝗽𝗆, he goes out for like 12 or 14 days, then comes back in with a catches, maintaining them on ice. However, you will see a lot of these boats now designed out of fiberglass, i.e. the one directly in front of us right now. Very big business here in Barbados fishing. A lot of the equipment has been upgraded. A lot of people are actually sticking to fiberglass now rather than the traditional wood, but there's still some wood long haulers. I mention long haulers because directly below here, the big spindle that you're seeing on top, that will be the fishing line. They'll be long haulers. They'll have multiple hooks along those lines, and they will drop them out for miles and miles and miles and then catch as they go in. Lovely area, full of history, full of culture. Up here we have our Oistins Fish Festival, which usually happens around the Easter weekend. That has grown by leaps and bounds. It had a little flat spot at one time where we didn't see too much activity. However, it is beginning to gain momentum now. One of the happiest and funniest events there is the 𝗃𝗵𝗄𝗃, where they grease a pole and they are allowed 6 men to climb to the top. I think it's 6 if I remember correctly. And at the top there is a gift of a few $1,000s. Not many people make it last year, however. It didn't even last a blink. The men must have trained, or I don't know if I can't remember training them myself, but the way they conducted themselves, they were highly trained, and it's possible that they were one of my pupils in the past, because they got to the top of the pole in the blink of an eye. Didn't even have much entertainment. Bam, up at the top, $5,000 back down. And your Oistins Fish Festival, if you're in Barbados around Easter time, please come and take in that as well. From here down, I just actually like to go back slightly. You're seeing the 𝗵𝗽𝗆𝗆 just on our left of the center there now. From there up was nothing but really seawater coming in. You will see the trees in the dead center of the camera right now. That is, you see all mild trees or 𝗃𝗍𝗄𝗏 trees along there where the vendors used to sit and sell their fish, because to the right of them was all seawater. Maybe a 10-foot wide beach at high tide, maybe 15, 20 at low tide, but no land at all out there. So that's where the vendors used to sit, and that's where they used to sell the fish from. Where we're looking at right now is very similar to what 𝗃𝗵𝗄𝗃 Cafe area. Now I call it 𝗃𝗵𝗄𝗃 Cafe, and I use that name because of their popularity in this area. 𝗃𝗵𝗄𝗃 Cafe just down beyond us was built in what was an old, or where were old beach homes originally. Similar right here where you're seeing this grass, they had some beach homes along this section, and also one rum shop. They had about 20 rum shops the other side. That may sound like an exaggeration, it probably is, but tons of rum shops are in here. Oistins gained its name from Austin, who was a plantation owner in this area. He was well known to get drunk and to have extremely lewd behavior, so they was termed it as Oistins, named after Austin family, or Mr. Austin himself, who used to come down here and drink up a storm. Hence Oistins, one of the best watering grounds on the island, that's for sure. Let's see what we have here. I see Angela Cox making a lot of comments on her. I was going to call her the secret police, but I want to expose her. She is always picking on me. I do not know why. I have no clue why anybody would pick on a sweet, kind and caring person like me, but she does it all the time. But I would like to let everyone that's on here know that in my fireproof safe at home, I have some confidential letters which I will not disclose the content. Just as she said, she loves me, she can't do without me, and every picture she wants me involved in, I have documents to prove that. But I'm not going to tell you what it is she wrote. I will just tell you what summed up all to be. So good morning to you, Secret Police. I know you love me. If I had the opportunity this morning to put some paraquat on these plants coming up now, I would have done that. But unfortunately, I was a little bit late this morning due to our co-star who could not get out of bed. As usual, she basically late all the time. Thanks again to we now have a new name. We no longer have a head cheerleader. We now have, this name was given to her by 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃, and I do not tell lies. Everybody will know I'm telling the truth. Her name is our sulking head dictator. That would be Cheryl, of course. We don't like to call people's names because we like the anonymity that goes with it. But Cheryl Euler, just in case you were wondering who it was, she's now known as our head sulking dictator and no longer cheerleader. Anyone that knows Cheryl will know why. Yesterday, Switch Mary, and even poor Miss Kier were under thunder because I made Cheryl sit next to them, and they felt assaulted by the end of the day. Beautiful, beautiful day. Cheryl, thanks so much again for your generosity last night, and for, you know, buying those rounds of stuff for everyone, and for also conducting yourself in an extremely bad behavior, because you actually misled my co-star last night into getting on extremely bad, like all the others that were there as well. Kim Hennessy, I'm not going to call your name, but I just like to let you know that you behaved extremely badly last night. Welcome to the troublesome ones for sure. Okay, I'm going to give you this view here, looking across this beach, and why you also want to point out this beach again is most of the sand that you're seeing here is all because the groins have been dropped below to build Welches Beach. This beach here used to just a little slither of sand in years gone by. I'll show you in a few minutes what plants are put here to give you some privacy. Obviously it's only for that reason and not for any other reason. We'll talk about that in a couple of minutes time. Beautiful. As you can see, co-star busy, but notice she's real quiet this morning. I wonder why. Anyhow, we get back onto that in a little while. Beautiful atmosphere yesterday. Any of you on the island, please do not miss our docile Saturday walks, and most definitely do not miss our mobile office. I can assure you, after you've spent some time with us, you'll be fine. I see about loose lips, sinking ships. I know what that means, but I'm going to ignore you all because I have no loose lips on me at all. So anyhow, we're going to take a little spin here. I know we're going to get a lot of growth and stuff, but I want you to see how beautiful this beach is now into the sunrise as well. Here we go. Anytime she gives trouble, all I go do is put the camera on her. She's gone. So anyhow, that's how it is. So we're going to make our way down a little bit further. We're going to end at Welches Beach. A few weeks ago, well, I should say we, because it was both of us, although none of you all saw her, when she came in on her stealth mission to Barbados. Actually walked the Friday vlog with us from Butterfly Beach up to Welches Beach, and nobody knew she was with us whatsoever. Well, Cheryl knew because we let her know. She assumes that she knew she was here even before we let her know it, but we already know her, so we know that that is not so, that she just imagined it, obviously. Okay, fortunately and unfortunately. The fortunate thing is that these bush here are known as 𝗃𝗵𝗄𝗏. Don't mind whatever people may tell you, don't mind they may go and look in encyclopedias and stuff. You know, when they say something, it's absolutely correct. These are 𝗃𝗵𝗄𝗏. These have been planted along here for multiple reasons. One is to help hold the sand in place. The other one is to give some privacy to people who utilize the beach here. As you can appreciate, a busy highway runs right behind. So therefore, these are perfect that you can come down here and relax on the beach. Anything that you want, any kind of facility you may wish. There are restrooms in Oistins itself, fish market. Otherwise, none in the immediate area. But any types of food. Beauty cosmetics, because the #1 beauty shop is here. They have everything you could possibly see. As you can see, #1 beauty supplies over there in the distance. If you want to put some gas in your car, if you're not too cheap like the billionaire that ran out of gasoline here in Barbados because he said he was not filling up the car, and E meant enough. E does not mean enough, sir. E means empty. So pour him on Stephanie. Stephanie, you say, remember your name this morning. I hope I pronounced that right, Stephanie. But we will know that later on. I'm sure they will let me know. But the billionaire is so cheap that he thought E was enough. Anyhow, he realized sooner or later it did not happen. But you know him already. His clout and his money. He made everyone uncomfortable. So uncomfortable they had to bring fuel for him immediately. Anyhow, well done to you, billionaire, for what you're doing. And thank you for being on here as well. Okay, for the people that were there last night again, Mark, our deputy, he came in there. I promised Mark not to say anything about your new girlfriend. I promised not to mention that there. So I'm not going to mention it this morning. But good morning to Myrtle and Mark as well. Good morning to Kim. And Kim, I cannot remember your cousin's name. You will have to write that on here. Everybody knows I don't remember names, really. I'm just being lucky to remember Mark, because Mark's been on for that long. Obviously, we had Switch Mary was there. Miss Kira was there. We had our co-star. We had our head sulking dictator, She was also there, better known as 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃, just in case you're wondering who that is that we've given that beautiful name to. And who else did we have there yesterday? I cannot remember who else we had there. Can you tell me who else we had there? If anybody else has been forgotten, I can't help it. You all know already. It's hard to maintain all the critical information I've given you all at Oistins this morning, and also everybody else's name. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Barbados. I give you 20 seconds just off the sunlight, so you can get a little piece of the gold. You can also get some reflections, and 𝗁𝗵𝗃, you can also have your boats in the distance. Here we go. I do not know if that's 20 seconds. That's long enough. I'm tired of watching that view now. Alright, so this is the other beach homes here. These are traditional where the beach homes were located. From here going down, they had a similar section like this here, just up in the Oistins before you got to where we said it was all water and beach at one time. These are where the original beach homes were. A lot of these homes have been bought out over the years and have been renovated into Airbnb properties. Absolutely stunning properties along here. So you will show you that in a couple of seconds, because we're going to end up where we ended the last time that I walked here with the 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃. We're going to take a little stroll further down. Very sort of like disappointed to see the amount of sargassum that we're seeing at the moment. It is very early in the season for this, but this is just one float. There's not a consistent float or a big mat out there. So I'm sure that this will clear up very, very soon as well. Alright, so right here is Surfers Cafe. If you're interested in knowing where it is, this is Surfers Cafe here. Does not look that impressive from this side, but everyone that will come on here will tell you how amazing this place is. You can talk to any of our family and friends. A lot of people come here. A lot of people are repeat visitors here, and they will come up here as well. So along here where we'll find Airbnb, lots of properties have been renovated. We have a church just here first of all, and then directly below that is the newest renovation up here. Beautiful, beautiful work has been done on this property. Remember what it looked like before? It is really, really beautiful right now. So all along here, now I know we have Orlick and some of our family that are going to be staying here. They're coming down to Barbados pretty soon. Looking forward to meeting him. Yeah, my brother. Looking forward to meeting you. So don't waste no more time trying to come onto the island. Spend some time with us. There's a public thoroughfare that comes from here. So if you are on the beach above and it is very, very rough, I'll just show you lots of year. You will not find sand there, especially around February, March, April, when the swells start to pick up. Like right now, basically that sand is diminishing now. There are lots of concrete slabs and rocks on there when the sand does move. So if the sea is coming up there and it's looking a little bit wild, please do not walk that way. If you want to get to this beach, you can just walk a few meters down just to the west of the church and come through this public thoroughfare here, where you can see our co-star is cleaning herself up and getting ready to go again. I have a directional mic, so whatever she's saying you cannot hear it this morning. You want to say something to everybody? I think you want to say something.
You just said they weren't going to hear me.
They can hear you now, though. You want to sing?
I'm getting away from...
Oh, by the way, she has a beautiful singing voice. She sang for me last night. Absolutely amazing. I'm hoping she'll do it again this morning. But I will tell you, if you ever get a chance to listen to her sing, I think we're going to do a duet. Because, you know, I think a Dolly and Kenny would be great. I obviously would be Kenny and she'll be Dolly. Anyhow, that's how it goes. Beautiful deck in here. Lovely facility. Great enhancements, absolutely great. So if you're interested in renting this here, again, Google Oistins area, again, contact your Realtors Limited or whatever and discuss with them and see what they can offer to you. These bush here are a little bit bigger, but this is still the dreaded cigarette bush. As you all will know, the fruit on this here, very, very pretty, beautiful. You would not eat ornamental oranges, you would certainly not eat manchuniles, so I would not suggest you eat this because they taste terrible. They're beautiful, very, very pretty when they're turned from greens to reds to purples, but taste terrible. If you doubt that, you could go on our YouTube channel and see our own co-star did a sample test for us, and you can see by her face how she enjoyed it or didn't enjoy it. Morning, sir. Beautiful properties along here. Absolutely lovely. As you can see, gorgeous beach now. Again, at some times of year, especially around the south swell time, you will find very little beach out here really. The sea will be coming right up almost to these walls when they're surging. That is our peak time for south swells on the south coast, and that's the time you will find the south coast on the most pressure, especially at the high tide time. Beautiful again this morning. In the distance, direct to the center of the camera, South Point Lighthouse, that area, that's the red and white hooped structure just to the inside of the actual cell tower. That is the South Point Lighthouse. That indicates the southernmost point of the island. 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗃 will be just directly in front of that. The big wall, seawall you're seeing there, and some swells breaking directly in center of the camera. That would be 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗀𝗃. That's obviously in the distance as well. But what a beautiful morning. What a spectacle. So this morning I was told to give a strike to Wendy. I was told by our strikeologist, and she gave me her wand. So let me show you, just so you can see as evidence here. I have her wand with me, and she said to give Wendy a strike. So let's give Wendy a strike. That's Wendy's strike. Let's give one to the Secret Police. Let's give one to everyone. It's an everyone strike. And she will get this back in a minute after I've already used it and abused it, and she will get it back. But don't worry, the strike power is with me this morning. To all of you that have come on here, that have joined us again, as you do every day. Some of you may be new to the channel. If you are new to the channel, we call it EMC-Gatherings, which is the early morning crew. We just come together to bring peace and happiness and love and kindness. We come together to lift each other's spirits. We come together to show that positivity is still alive and kicking. We try to offer something that's very hard to find in this world, and that's peace and harmony. However, if you have been around us long enough, you will know that. If you are new on here and you see some comments that you might be gasping at and saying, how could they actually talk about that, about each other? Trust me, they're all through love. There's no negativity at all. It may sound negative, but if you stay on long enough, you'll understand what we do. We banter with each other, we tease each other, but it's all done through love. So if you are on for the first time, please come back again and gather with us. If you're not able to comment, it means you're either not my friend or a friend of a friend, because we do have the option, if you're a friend of a friend, you can also comment on here. However, if you're not in any of those two categories, you will only be able to view and comment after, not during the live vlog. So if you want to be a part of this harmony and a part of this community that we have, please sign up, send your friend request to me. I'll send you a map of Barbados that we've specially designed, and I'm watching the co-star, yes. I'm focusing on her. As you can see, you have to unfair people when you're given the chance. Remember, always do to others before they have the chance to do to you.
I never told you to give anyone a strike.
You never told me to give anybody a strike?
No.
You didn't say that Wendy deserved a strike. Look, see? Jetty had station, he paused, look. You didn't say Secret Police need a strike? No. Oh, you see, look, he smiled, look. I told you already, do unto others before they have the chance to do unto you. Always kick a lion dog. It's bear fun this morning. I love it. I love it. So, Cheryl, I will tell you again, thank you for everything you did. But you are one of the most annoying people. The most annoying will be Simone Thompson, who is coming back here, who shall be dealt with accordingly. Ms. Kier and myself have plans for Simone. So whether it is any day of the week or if it is on a docile Saturday, she shall be dealt with accordingly, because she has been really annoying and been a nuisance. But Cheryl, you're ranking second for sure. I do not like to be right all the time. I like someone to tell me something that they can be right. So you're never right. So that's why we had a discussion yesterday that we had to call a referee to our table, because Cheryl wanted to tell me things that were incorrect. And Switch Mary was sitting there with her mouth gasping. She could not believe what was going on. And Miss Kier, I have never seen her look so sad or so serious in all of my life. There are the things that our head sulking dictator can do to you. So if you're coming to Barbados, please bring your annoyance shield with you. Bring it and put it in front of you if you're going to be meeting up with her. You will be meeting her with her. She said she'll be coming next week Sunday, but who knows. Alright, so it's time for beauty. Time for beauty for sure. So let me walk up in this direction here. I'm going to share my beauty this morning, just like I'm going to share my love. So if I want to share my beauty, I only have to stand next to someone and they look absolutely gorgeous. See? Look, here's a living example of my beauty making people look gorgeous. There you go. Check it. Big smile, big profile, big. Anyhow, from all of us, thanks so much for joining us this morning. All of the EMC crew, everyone in EMC, thanks you for joining us, because your healing and your happiness and your peace that you bring into the room helps us as well. You know, we just offer the platform of where you can find the healing in your own self, but you have to bring it yourself. You have to be able to forgive yourself. You have to be able to love yourself. We can't do that for you. But what we can do is we can put you in a positive environment that you can find that. So you come and join us every morning. You're feeling a little bit down now, call a friend, reach out to someone, because all of us are here for that. We're not just a group that come together to talk facts and only facts and no fiction or no lies, because we only talk the truth on here. We do not skylark, we're extremely serious, and we hardly ever talk. Just this morning I'm a little bit more talkative, but I don't usually talk. So from myself, my co-star Jeannette, and from every one of us, we wish you all a pleasant day. We wish you happiness and peace. Remember, if you find yourself in a situation of where you start to get upset, walk away, take a deep breath, think about it. If you don't want any reactions today, you're supposed to respond, not react. Or when you take things and you respond to them in the wrong way or react to them in the wrong way, and then you walk away feeling guilty, no matter how right you are, you still walk away saying, I shouldn't have said that in that way to that person or whatever. So just be cool, be kind. Remember, love your neighbor as you would love yourself. And remember, we're all children of God. It doesn't mean you have to stand up next to someone that is not following the path you think they should follow. It just means you shouldn't walk away hating them. Walk away loving them as a child of God, but you don't have to stick around them. I don't stick around negativity. I try and get away from it. Try to get away from it. Try to get away from it. Have a great day, everyone. We love you all. Greetings from Barbados. We'll sign out now with a 20-second view of Welches Beach. Here we go. Love and best wishes from Barbados. Catch you all later.